Hi there. April is here, and with it things start to happen. Mercury's gone into his station and will begin to go in a forward direction. So from here on, I shall read you my April newsletter. I've called it Waiting for Things to Happen, and happen they will. We can expect a slow yet positive start to the month as Mercury enters his station and starts moving in the right direction. We have had 5 weeks of hell for some, illusions shattered for others, and for many it has just been a difficult month. The time for reflection and repairing begins now, as Mercury visits all the issues it triggered from the 20th of February and begins to repair everyone we've dealt with. So the repairing process starts now. Just think of the terrible floods and natural disasters worldwide and how difficult it was to get help to the outlying areas. Now, our own personal lives have been in flux, and it seems as if our problems are never ending. Things are just not happening, or issues that started 5 weeks ago are not going away. I call this period that we are entering into as a time of fast-forward action. We are free from the backward energy and ready to move forward, dealing with all past delusions or issues in a positive light. So everything that's happened to us where we felt so stuck or broken, now we can move forward and deal with it in a more positive way. Whatever has been on hold or holding us back is going to happen. The waiting period is over and things are moving. Slowly to begin with, but be ready for mid-month where Mercury loses his sea legs. Mercury leaves Pisces, the mute sign, and enters Aries on the 17th of March. Wow, it is all actions go with Mercury in Aries, the most pioneering, action-driven sign of all 12 signs. Mercury, the thinking action planet, gets a boost of turbo fluid, and life for us starts to take shape again. No more illusions, no more dreams and dealing with tricksters, no more procrastinating. The past is the past, and to get over the damage, the past is over. We need to become our own soldiers and fight for our own fights and move forward. It's up to you to make your own path. Shake off the damage the retrograde has done, and in some cases start things right from the beginning. Shake it off, as hard as it is, and just start again. But this time do it in a positive way. For the first half of the month, we may still feel lost and uncertain, but from the 17th, we can pick up the pieces and make a new start. Holding on to hurt, pain, and anger, as well as loss, will just keep you back. Aries energy gives us the permission to think about self and to take our own action to fix the path of damage this retrograde has thrown at us. Communicate we must. Communicate with the solution is one of the ways we can mend bridges. Mars, the planet of action, is in Gemini, the sign of communication. So both Mercury, the planet of communication, and Mars, the planet of action, work beautifully together. They connect, they communicate, and they confront issues. So we can now connect, we can communicate, and we confront all issues in our life, which we will do in this month. It's a workable way forward that is going to come our way. A warning with this energy is that confrontation without a solution will most probably backfire. So if you have an issue with someone or something, seek for a solution before confronting. This way life happens and happens well. Never go with a complaint, go with a solution. A complaint with a solution. Some really practically innovative, earth-friendly ideas can kick off in a big way from the 2nd of this month. That's tomorrow. If you have any idea you wish to share or begin, now, this month is the time. This is the time and opportunity for innovative ideas. Love and dreams, poetry and fantasy will be most appealing this month. Venus, the planet of desire and love, is in Pisces. Pisces is the sign that best describes dreaming and the movies. It loves escapism into another realm. With all this busy pioneering energy going around us, just remember to take the time to work on your love life. Enjoy romance and simply just being in a space you desire. One warning is overindulgence Desire is overindulgence. Desire in the sign that rules no boundaries may overdo the eating, drinking, gambling, and lazy tendencies. As the saying goes, all within good reason. With the planet of desire, which is Venus in Pisces, we can just go and eat and eat and eat and eat, or drink and drink and drink and drink, or just have so much fun to a point of we confine ourselves. So it's not good. Now, around the 13th, we have a great opportunity to put a structure into a dream project, or to bring in discipline and restriction to any addictions. Very good idea to think about going on that diet, to restricting the way you overdo things. Very good time. Venus connects with Saturn on the 13th, and the disciplined planet Saturn has the ability to put the brake onto any undisciplined behavior, both in the workplace or within your own lifestyles. So Saturn, thank goodness, comes along and puts a stop to the overindulgence that Venus can give us. The stock market investment will be on a go slow this month. Any big investment plans and financial decisions need to be carefully thought out. To step out of that market, be very careful and wise where you invest. Don't take chances. That's what I can say for this month. Definitely don't take chances. Jupiter, the planet that is the natural ruler of big money and political decisions, is in his station. So he's not moving, and he's going to soon move backwards. And this backward movement will start on the 10th of this month. He is being affected by a fixed star. These fixed stars can be good for us or bad for us. This one is called Achilles. Achilles brings about a bit of blindness. So, we are not sure what is happening in the stock market. We are not sure what is happening politically or within the world. There's been so much devastation, miscommunication, all sorts of problems going around that we just are not sure. So when you're not sure, don't do it. Think it out. Especially with this planet of blindness, it's giving us an extra warning. Don't do anything you really can't see, because we can't see. So wait till it moves away from Achilles, which will only be next month. So this month, don't do anything that you can't see clearly. It's a strange month, because on one hand, we need to pioneer a path, but on the other, we need to be clear on which direction to take. Growth in this period will happen, but certain areas of our growth may be hampered by unseen or hidden problems. All this means is re-evaluation is a necessary path to perfection. Jupiter is a benefic planet, and in Sagittarius, he brings about a huge amount of growth. Sometimes this growth can be too big and too fast. Now is the time to solidify and work through the weak areas. For example, if you are a building and your building has gone up very fast, now is the time where the weak areas begin to show. We need to strengthen what we have before we can further expand. So the weak areas show, strengthen them, fix them before you can expand, because growing any project or anything on a weak foundation, all things will come tumbling down. Cheers. Okay. Jupiter retrogrades are not as harsh as Mercury retrogrades. They are longer and less shocking. The retrograde period will give us the time to reassess the area in our work or life where we are expecting growth. So we need to reassess these areas. It is a time for introspection and to see what more can be done to improve. This period will last until August this year, so we have permission to just take time, reflect on issues as they arise, and manage them in a positive manner. When a problem arises, it may seem to be worse than it actually is. We may exaggerate the effect it is having on us, so be aware of that. Is this problem as big as we think it is, or is there a solution, an easier solution? Yes, retrograde Jupiter makes an aspect to any planet in our chart. It will have an effect on us. It is giving us the gift of realizing how we need to change certain lifestyles or decisions. So by the end of this cycle, you can see your way forward to achieving perfect growth rather than imperfect growth. At the end of this month, transformation, death, and endings will come along in a big way as Jupiter's big retrograde energy connects with Pluto, the planet of transformation. It is likened to the energy that when you need to mend situations, you need to break them down. It will be a stressful time for many and in a very big way. Politicians and world leaders may become arrogant and in some cases dangerous, believing that they can hide behind the law. Manipulation to one's own end is possible. This can lead to a long and destructive path as arrogance prevents others from growth. This energy is regenerative to a higher form of existence. The world will be affected by this, and this in turn will affect the world. So it's a big energy. When you get the two big Jupiters and Plutos together, we can expect a big situation coming up. We can see situations such as the call for the return of the death penalty in this scenario. Legal problems will occur, and a change in legal practices may also occur. So let's see what's going to happen there. It will be interesting. Politics, big business, and war can bring about drastic shifts, which in the long run emerge into recessions and stock markets crashing. The Jupiter-Pluto aspect may even see religious or spiritual regeneration taking place as the outdated old ways are altered for the greater good. Certain religious sects will begin to lose power over their congregations if they do not try to change their passive controlling ways and listen to what the people want. Racism will become even more damaging as it becomes more powerful in a negative way, and this could lead to violence on a large scale. Media have the opportunity to expose deviant behavior in politics, businesses, race, the world in general. Wow, this month actually began very strong, then got rather dangerous towards the end. But understand, when we have a Pluto transit, it is less personal and more generational, more about all of us, less personal, but we are affected because of the knock-on effect. Things will emerge in a big way. And these ills will emerge. We will need to confront them and be reformed. On a positive, more personal note, how it affects us, not the world, we should be open to remodeling or even reforming areas of our life and immediate surroundings. This energy will give us a tremendous boost to achieve what is not only positive growth for self, but for the community we serve. If one gains power, one needs to have the highest ideals in mind. Sharing knowledge with others will bring about positive reform. Finally, medically speaking, Mars is in Gemini, the communicative sign. Sore throats are definitely on the agenda. So I look to see natural ways of healing sore throats. And the first method is the warm water salt gargle. So you take 1 teaspoon of salt in 8 ounces of water, then you spit it out after gargling. Do this several times a day. You know, gargling with salt water is like a surfactant on the mucus. It allows it to come away, it thins it so you can cough it up, and also relieves symptoms from a postnasal drip. Then if you add apple cider vinegar and honey to your gargle, especially if you can't speak due to symptoms, and you get an added bonus as apple cider vinegar has antibacterial properties and honey soothes, as well as antibacterial properties. Now, sucking on ice chips can help cool the throat, easing pain and inflammation. When ice melts, it helps hydrate you because you can get very dehydrated when you have a cold, a postnasal drip, and a sore throat. So hydration is very important. It keeps the mouth and throat moist and allows for easier flow of phlegm when suffering from a postnasal drip. Now, what I like, sucking on zinc lozenges may have a double effect, as zinc shortens the duration of a cold, reducing the cold symptoms, including sore throats. Please remember, young children should never suck on lozenges. Don't know why, but just it's not good for them. Reduce smoking. You got a sore throat, you got laryngitis, for goodness sake, is it not obvious? Reduce smoking, because it'll burn your throat. Avoid very hot foods and drinks, as the heat can prolong the inflammation and symptoms. But on a serious note, if these remedies do not help, seek a doctor, as a bacterial infection of the throat can spread into the ears and from the meninges into the head, causing meningitis or encephalitis. So don't take a sore throat lightly. If natural remedies don't work, seek a professional to help you get over it. I quite like the zinc remedy. But on that note, please look after yourselves, keep well, and just have a positive attitude. Start fixing your life. Put the rest in the past and fix your life. I look forward to chatting to you next month. But in the meanwhile, follow my YouTube, because as interesting things occur in the heaven, I will share them. Goodbye.